Hello, Pete. Welcome to Sunday Comic Investment Chat. Yes, beautiful day here in Sarasota, Florida. Nice and sunny. Got my coffee. Oh, this is a fairly new cup of coffee, but it's kind of dirty. If you can see it, I don't need Google. My father knows everything. Yes, it's a mug my wife got for me for Father's Day. Anyhow, welcome to Sunday Comic Investment Chat. As always, I will convert this chat into an audio version to load into Podbean podcast that you can download and listen at your leisure later. So the podcast version will be up sometime this afternoon after lunch, after I have time to make the eggs and bacon and all that stuff for Sunday brunch. And then I will convert the file. But welcome to Sunday Investment Comic Chat. I don't expect that many people to pop in. Usually, most people watch this later. Anyhow, Comic Con came and went. Hello, Louis. It was a lot of fun to see what Marvel did. It was somewhat a tame San Diego Comic Con this year because DC was not really there. There's no really hype stuff from DC. But I enjoy the one that got me the most excited, to be honest, is Captain Picard TV series. That looked fantastic. I Captain Picard is in my top five favorite Star Trek characters of all time. All new series, regard doesn't matter what series it is, he's in my top five. So the trailer for Captain Picard was fantastic. I saw so many. The 7 of 9. There is Data is back, but yeah, it is absolutely something that I will subscribe to CBS All Access to watch the series because that actually got me more hyped than the Marvel stuff. Okay, the Marvel stuff was okay. You know, nothing. Blade, yes. At the very end, I like what they did with Blade. I'm super excited for Blade. Blade, as I just mentioned to my son and wife this morning when they woke up and I talked about, the big news last night, I said Blade has been I watched Blade 1 and Blade 2 more more than any other Marvel or DC movies. Okay, that to tell you how much I enjoy Blade. The first two Blade movies are like two of my favorites, action slash horror. I don't even care if they were Marvel movies. I couldn't care less. When those two movies came out, I couldn't care less if they were Marvel movies. They were just damn good movies. So that got me the most excited as far as the Marvel stuff. The rest of the stuff, I'm sure the internet is all abuzz with the female Thor, and people is gonna be fighting, stampeding over each other to get the first female Thor book because the hype machine is gonna go into overdrive today. How many channels on YouTube is going to be humping that book? Whew. I'm gonna stay out of that. That's gonna be the hot spec that I don't need to touch my hand in and get burned. No need to go there. I can play in the Tomb of Dracula 10 space all day long. For those that was lucky enough to see the Blade TV series that was on TNT, I think it was TNT. I liked it. I actually enjoyed that TV series, and I was bummed out that they did not renew it, or well, they canceled it after barely one season. So, yeah, huge fan of Blade. So, I'm wondering if they are bringing back Wesley Snipe for any kind of smaller role. I hope so. I hope they bring him back for some kind of role because I would like to see him appear in the movie, in a Blade movie. But the torch has been passed. Ali is awesome. Ali is a wonderful actor. For those that are not familiar with Ali, if you watch Power, Luke Cage series, the best part of Luke Cage was the first half season of season one when Ali was there. Okay, as soon as they ended his storyline, the rest of Luke Cage series season one not good, borderline garbage, and then season two forget it, unwatchable anymore. I watch it, but whew, my review of season two was pretty bad. So I'm pretty excited for Ali. I think he's a wonderful actor. I'm not worried about his physicality. Okay, I'm not worried at all because I think when it comes to it, I think he has the chop to do the action. Okay, sure. Wesley Snipe had the chop long before Blade. Wesley Snipe was always, a badass. So, but as far as Ali, his body of work is not so much in the action genre. So we'll see. I'm not worried about it all. I think he will do just fine. But let's talk about comic and investment because that's what this main topic is. Okay. As far as investment, I have a couple copy of Tomb of Dracula 10. I'm sure I do fine. For those that saw my video I loaded today, I talk about I brought back old news, late news when I discuss, for those that watch my chat, the Sunday chat often, way back in April, 3 months ago, I discussed at length how Cersei is not going to be Angelina Jolie. They are not going to cast Angelina Jolie as Cersei, and my God, the internet was abuzz for weeks about Cersei this, Cersei that, Angelina. It's If you go back and rewatch that portion of the chat, as far as me poo poo on the entire internet on Angelina Jolie as Cersei, go watch that. Okay, I outline all the reasons why I think it is not going to be Cersei, and whoopsie. Yes, the internet where dummies roam. Dummies. And that to say it politely. A lot of people just regurgitate stuff that they heard. It's not news. If you're repeating what other people are saying, it's not news. Yeah, I said it. Anyhow, I like what Marvel did with the announcement with all the new movies and the title, like the Doctor Strange one. That the title, something about the multiverse madness or whatever. That look and sound crazy. And then the Shang-Chi, that title also are very catchy. I look forward, because I enjoy the MCU for what it is, the movies. I enjoy movies of all sort. I don't care about what it's doing to the hobby. I appreciate what it's doing to the hobby as far as making money, investment, speculating, because I ride the coattail of that. I benefit from the coattails of all of that. Okay, so it's not. I'm not poo-pooing on people that get all hyped up on all of that because they are making money and they are speculating on that and they are foaming at the mouth because they are gonna make an extra $5 on a book or whatever it is. I benefit from all of that hype. I don't need. I do not need to hype up any books. There are plenty of other people that's doing a very good job already. So keep on doing, keep on spreading, keep on doing whatever you need to do to hype up your boxes in the closet. I'm fine just riding the coattail without having to join the bandwagon. Yeah, I appreciate the hypester. Iconic Point said the news only being repeated because a person had 100 hoarded copies of Squirrel Girl. You know, I'm sure. I'm sure some people that watch and follow the San Diego Comic Con last night freak out that they didn't hear things like Moon Knight. Oh my God. Ease up. Okay? If you follow the MCU and Kevin Feige and the announcements over the past 10 years, usually they announce movie slate over many, many years, 4 or 5 years. If you pay attention, last night they only cover 2020 and 2021. They barely cover the next 2 years. So they are holding back a lot of big stuff. They kind of throw out at the very end about, oh, we're working on the Fantastic Four, the mutants, blah, blah, blah. And they kind of, that's it. Because they basically shrink down the current storyline, right? So that they can work on the big story arc going forward after 2021. So in many ways, it is a good thing for those that yearn for the Fantastic Four, because if you go back and rewatch my prediction over the past many chats, I talk about how they can tease the Fantastic Four at the end of the Eternals movie. Yes, I did said that. I said something about, I mentioned my prediction is going to be a late news clip one of these days. I predicted that they're going to tie in the Eternal with the origin of the Fantastic Four. You're going to see that. And that's only 2 years away. So we don't have to wait 4 years to see the Fantastic. Well, the Fantastic Four movie may still come out 4 years from now, but I think the changes are gonna come a lot quicker than many people predicted. Because for those that pay attention, Kevin Feige last month mentioned about how they have stories planned out for the next 5 years. Okay, just like a month or two ago, he talked about how they have 5 years worth of storyline planned out, and that's before the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. Okay, yes, go back, go find all of the clips that people talk about. But now it has shrunk. It has shrunk from 5 years to 2 years, so it's a good thing. So if you're a fan of Fantastic Four, if you're a fan of the Mutant franchise, guess what? It is coming a lot quicker than he thought they would do. So good thing. I am all for that. Like I said, I'm a fanboy of the movies. I enjoy the movies for the most part. If the books go up and I make more money, who am I to complain, right? So at the end of the day, like I said, I'm enjoying the ride. I am enjoying riding the coattails of all the hype that's going on. All people are all hyped up on this stuff. I'm just sitting back and collect. Yeah, oh, that's gonna bring a lot of hate. Okay, but now that I yap for 15, 16 minutes on this, let's talk a little bit about what's the main topic today on comic and investment is. Much like stock trading, okay, much like stock trading, sometimes mistakes can happen. Sometimes I buy something that turned out to be a bad purchase. What is that can be for me? A bad purchase could be something that I bought that is not as good of a condition as I expected. And it's not because the seller scammed me. I gamble. A lot of time I buy books that had fuzzy pictures. I roll the dice, and sometimes that turn out badly. And sometimes, yes, this happened too. Sometimes I can be looking at a listing, and for whatever reason, I miss a flaw. That happened here and there. I saw a listing, it looked really good. I think the book is a certain grade, but I completely miss a big flaw, like a big stain or something. And then when the book arrived in hands, I saw the flaw. And I'm not gonna be a douchey buyer returning the books, claiming that the picture was not clear when it's very clear on the picture. I just miss it. So I'm not a douchey buyer that would do that. I will eat my mistake. So what happened when something like that happened? And occasionally it happened. It happened once or twice a year, okay? Maybe 3 times, but it does happen. So what happens when something like that occur? Guess what? I sell the book quickly. Okay, I do not. When something like that happen, it's rare that I would say, well, this is a mistake. But if I sit on this book for a long time, eventually the book may appreciate above what I expect it to be, and I can make a big profit. I don't. I don't go there. Okay. When mistake happen, slap the book if I need to, or sell it raw if I can, and just sell it even if it's a loss of money. I don't care if I lost $50 or $10 or whatever. But when mistakes happen, I move on. I don't go with the hope and pray that the book will appreciate down the road, a year down the road, 2 years down the road. I don't go there. Okay, if I buy something for a flip, it's designed for short term and quick. By quick, I mean like within 6 months. Okay, because a lot of time you buy something, I sit on it for a few months, I submit it. It take a few months at CGC, and then I get it back. So it might take, at the minimum, could be 3 months. Okay, unless I go express and pay up for faster service. But a lot of time I go with the normal service, and it might take at least 2 months, because even modern would take a month, right? And if I go with economy, that's gonna take